Um, okay, hello everyone. Welcome to the Frontiers. Uh, this is a little weird, but hey, I've decided to try something new today. As you can clearly see, we are actually Chen from Toho, but this is definitely me. 100% face reveal, guys. Even though I've already revealed my face earlier, but hey, you know what? I thought that perhaps there aren't any VTubers playing Europa Universalis 4. So anyway, I decided I don't have anything better to do while I'm sick with COVID. So I'm just gonna be this, and also we're playing Anbennar, which I haven't played before on my YouTube channel. I also have a narration series, another one just like the old one for Stellaris, planned, but I can't get around to actually make it because of time constraints, and also now that I'm sick, I feel... well, I just feel entirely unmotivated to really do anything other than play video games. So I'm gonna apologize in advance if you are going to hear me clearing my throat sometimes or coughing. I will try to mute myself anytime I actually need to do something like this. And also, I've taken medicine and I've drank tea, so it should be fine. But anyway, we're going to be evil today. Me, Bepis, and the adorable watermark fly that VTube Studio has. Okay, I had to cough. It's gonna be the first time Anyway, we're gonna be playing Vertesk today. Vertesk is evil. If you're not familiar with the lore of Anbennar, then basically it is Fantasy U4. We have a bunch of people. That's the best way you can describe it, is Fantasy U4. We have a bunch of fantasy races and factions playing... well, not playing. Existing, I guess we could say, in this world here. And this is the Fantasy Europe. This is all Fantasy Europe region. I just realized that maybe I need to move myself a little so that you can actually see things like wars and stuff happening. But that's... I think I need to... How do I move just myself? Oh, there we go. Hey, I did it. Okay. We're gonna move here. Where do I want to go? No, that's bad. That way you can see that this model lacks hands. Hey, I don't judge. It's a free model. I'm just doing this because I'm feeling wacky and I want to have fun, alright? You know what? Maybe you don't need to see where wars are at, alright? Maybe you don't need to see that. Maybe me and my chair can just be here. You don't need to see anything. You will be fine. Also, my Bepis is now... everything is just off, and I've ruined it all. Very good. Very great stuff. Bepis is now sideways. Alright. Me and my sideways Bepis are tired, and I can't deal with this right now. Anyway. You will be unable to see stuff down here, war-wise, but I'll just tell you how much war score we've got. It's fine. You don't need to see it. So anyway, as I was saying, is Anbennar, and Anbennar is a very cool wacky fantasy mod, where you can do things like purge various fantasy races and expel them. We could be doing that at some point. We can also form Gawed. Gawed is a human nation that exists already over here. This is kind of like a big, strong northern empire that is outside the Holy Roman Empire, that kind of the equivalent of the Holy Roman Empire, which is called Empire of Anbennar, and I'm going to refer to it as Empire of Anbennar in the future. We are a republic, which is also a sort of a breakaway state from a larger nation that used to be Gawed, And that larger nation used to be... Shall we say they used to be gamers. So we're not going to form Gowed, probably. After falling under Black Castanor in 986, the kingdom regained its independence in 1015 with the establishment of the modern kingdom of Gowed. So that's the Gowed that exists. I'm going to talk about these in a second, but we also have a very cool mission tree. A lot of nations in this mod have cool mission trees. This one is particularly long too. And we're going to be staying Vertesk because I kind of want their mission tree, and I don't want Gowed's mission tree. We start as a religion called the Regent Court, which is a collection of gods, and essentially we are they're just an assortment of gods, essentially various gods, and we use Hindu mechanics. So we're gonna go ahead and pick Castellos as our god, which is a very cool gamer god. Gives +1 admin points and plus 1.5 Republican edition. As a republic, that is quite important. We also start with a Lord Mayor, who is a powerful mage. What does that do? First of all, it makes them live longer, which is cool. Gives them demonic power, which doesn't do anything for us. And I honestly, I wish I knew what it did in general for nations that do use it. We also have a bit of the Magisters are a bit more loyal, which I'm going to talk about in a second as well. And we have absolutism. But most importantly, we can cast magic. We can make our Lord Mayor a war wizard, which makes them a gamer general. Ooh, look at that. 2815. Croven Kitchens. Is that actually his name? No, it's not. For some reason, when you click that button, it becomes funny, and it doesn't actually... you don't actually get your guy as a general. So mission tree wise, we also start with... No, we don't start with subject. That's Gowed. Starts with subjects. We need to do... Let's have a look at what we need to do. Actually, let's start by doing our estates. That's not really... there it is. So we are a republic, and we have factions, because we are a plutocracy. While plutocracies are nice, I really don't like the fact that we don't get to do anything estate-wise. We don't have clergy or nobles or merchant guilds. But we can do adventure stuff. And adventures in this game, well, they serve a purpose. They help with a little bit with mercenaries. So, for example, if we actually recruit mercenaries, which we should do, they're going to be called novice adventurers, and I'm going to get them. They will also help you fix up your nation, because it is a fantasy world, and in fantasy worlds, fantasy wacky stuff happens. Maybe I should not have my chair attached to my model, but I'll think about it later. Fantasy wacky stuff happens, like, for example, you'll have bandits, you'll have wyverns, you'll have zombies, vampires, crazy cults, that kind of stuff. And adventurers deal with that if they're powerful enough, which means you have to give them more influence in your nation if you want them to actually do stuff. And I'm gonna give them courtiers of adventure, and that's a pretty good... Now, we don't have to worry about seizing land and all that stuff. Which actually also means that we can probably give generous quest rewards. That one's pretty good too. Makes them a little more loyal, and also increases the chances of them actually doing stuff. Can we do anything else? These ones are kind of never used very much. As for the Magisters, we can definitely do Patronage of the Magical Arts. That's pretty good. I'd consider this. It requires a lot more influence, and we will have that, I think. We'll just have that influence naturally, probably, through events and whatnot. Your relations with the Magisterium, if they exist, will affect this estate's loyalty. So we need to improve relations with Magisterium if we want them to be more loyal. We don't really care about the mage's loyalty at the moment, though. We need to figure out halfling citizenship. We need to figure out Black Tower renovations. We need to prepare for the worst. which means Army-Navy size at least 100. So we can't really cheese this with mercenaries. We'll have to actually build Navy stuff. Luckily, we don't have to build that much. We start with some money. We start in the best trade node in this mod, the Dame's Head node. Yeah, Dame's Head node is the only end node in the game, actually. Fun fact. This one's the only end node. And everything flows into it. And, well, it's just a great position to be in, honestly. We're not going to cast any magic or study, but we are going to look... Okay, these aren't updated yet, but our ruler as a mage is more proficient or less proficient in various parts of magic, and we'll know in a second which exact parts in a moment. So after we did that, we also need to prepare... We need to expand trade influence. That's requires us to have traders ruling, build up strike force, have at least 15 galleys. Alright, we can build galleys. I like galleys. You know what, let's build 2 galleys. That's going to be our force limit. Dame's Crown makes sense as a rival. Darewing is our neighbor. And I think Uylere is gonna be another one of the rivals. As for allies, though, let's have a look. So we could ally like Arbaran. Arbaran is relatively powerful. I think we should do that. It's very nice actually playing. It's actually nice playing a republic because we'll have re-elections. We're also going to try to invite some people to our trade league. Yeah, you must wait a day before you can set another offer. So they do count as alliances. Let's wait a day and have a look. So, yep, we got that. Invite the trade league. We can invite Des Moines. I think we should do that. Yes. And we are also going to invite... who was it, the other person that we could invite? Did it break? Did we... Crothan is already in another trade league, so I guess we can't. Well, at least we got, what was it, Des Moines? They're down here? Yep, they're down here. So they're gonna help a little bit. I should have probably secured Crothan. It's unfortunate that Dame's Crown got to them first. Well, I reckon we're gonna be fighting them over who should be in whose trade league. Other than that, let's have a look at our alliances. So this does not count as an actual relation, but we can still ally people, I guess. Oh yeah, we can also... We also just didn't have it in mind. Yeah, we can get Varane. Sure, we'll get Varane. Again, don't actually count as relations, but having a league does take a relation slot. See, in a trade league, it costs you 1 relations slots total. We start out with aristocrats in power, which is okay. That's very nice. It's a good faction. Gives morale of armies and all that good stuff. So, gonna keep him. We're also gonna employ advisors because, of course, and we're gonna focus military power. And for the future, I like to employ and elect military rulers as my Republican people, because if you're ahead in military power, you can continue re-electing more and more, and then you can, if you run out of, if you start running low on Republican tradition, you can just strengthen government a bunch. So that's not going to be a problem. We also start with these 2 wonderful modifiers: human military and human administration. That just means that we are humans. We have humans in charge of everything, and we have humans in our army. Some nations might have mixes, some nations just straight up have different combos, like for example, this area features elves, and they have sun elves in charge, but they have human militaries for the most part, and they have, so they have a mix of elven administration, but human military, stuff like that. Oh yeah, also we have this, gained by having factions while only having Anbennar specific states, so... Basically, this lets you mess around with the states while also not caring about the crown land mechanic, which is nice. If you fulfill certain conditions, you can change your military, which is also nice. I haven't used this menu to do that, but it's nice that it's an option. Either way, we're working on this mission. This is going to give us some generals. This is going to give us some stuff. Where do we get claims? All we need to do is get administrative skill of a ruler to at least 4. So this requires just a single re-election. Black Tower renovations. Yeah, let's talk about that for a second. We have a tower. Baal Vertesk is one of the black towers of the old Black Castanor, or whatever it's called. The evil Gamers Kingdom, let's call it that. The Gamers Kingdom controlled this entire area, and they used magic to have surveillance over their people, and we may or may not work with that. We may or may not do that of our own accord as well. Anyway, I'm gonna build up this. Where do we get? Do we actually not just get claims? Yeah, we're gonna do slave trade. Obviously, we're gonna sell slaves. I guess we're gonna just vibe for a little while and focus on our own provinces. It is an urban province, which is nice. Very good for development purposes. We start out with some cores on Gawed. Now, we are not strong enough to attack Gawed, obviously, but we do need to keep in mind that that some people like Laurent might be interested in attacking Gawed, and Gawed usually tends to flop over and die, so we want that. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing, and we're gonna send our own trade fleet to protect trade, of course. Alright, I feel good. We have some more advisors we could have, but we are actually kind of low on money. Maybe I made a mistake even hiring this guy in the first place, but we'll see. Probably just because of the fact that we are over our force limit, isn't it? The 10th Pantheonic Council. This is a long event, but if you want to read it, you can just pause the video here and read it. But basically, this denotes that a 10th Pantheonic Council of the Regent Court Faith has assembled and decided that Corin, the hero who died in the war in the east against the orcs in the area that we can't see, is worthy of praise as a god of war. So now we have a god of war called Corin, which we could take as our actual deity, which I'm not going to do, because I like Republican tradition and I like monthly admin power. Yeah. There's going to be something wacky happening. Definitely, I mean, definitely nothing wacky is going to happen. There's nothing happening. No wacky stuff is going to happen here. This is just U4 we're talking about. Idea-wise, we have galley cost and combat ability. That's very good. For galleys. It's not that great. Not that great, no, actually. Leslie, Baron, Adshaw. Can we get some more relations? We can invite more people to the Trade League. We can actually invite Crothan, which I am going to do. They are nearby. And we can even invite somebody else. We can invite Belacare, and that's probably going to be the last member of our league for now. Then we can also look for alliances. I think that... well, Aranmas is a rival to Arbaran, so we probably don't want them. Who else we can get? Preferably some rival of Dame's Crown. Let's have a look at Dame's Crown's rivals. Arbaran, Conwell, and me. So Conwell is a very nice little nation down there, which I think is definitely worth looking into. So we're going to improve relations with them. Very nice and cozy. Improvement of relations. Alliance from Crothan, we don't need to do that, so they're already in our league. I really don't see why they would offer me an alliance on top of that, but I'm gonna say no. This is a business relationship, nothing more. For some reason we have 2 forts. I'm going to delete that one. That might be helpful for my economy in the future. There's 3 forts in this area. There's 3 forts in this area alone. That's crazy. But yeah, we have some we have some cores in this place as well, which is nice. We're going to be definitely taking those back. Anyway, so let me know what you think about this whole situation. About, you know, me being Chen. Chen from Toho. Toho is a good game, by the way. You should go play it. Anyway, so to talk more a little bit about this, I think it's perfectly fine for me to use this avatar simply because this channel doesn't make any money. All of these videos, I make these videos just because I think it's fun. I never intend to make any profit off of them. I mean, unless it like explodes, which it's not going to. I'm very happy for every single person who watches this video, by the way. Thank you very much. You are great. And I love talking to people through this medium of making a video. I am sometimes, you know, to talk more about why I actually make these videos, I guess. I get a tendency to get a little lonely every now and then, and I'm sure a lot of people, of course, do tend to get a little lonely, but when I play a video game like this and just talk to you guys about it, about what I do, or like talk about stuff that happens in these games, it's just funny. It's funny. It's funny to me. We've prepared for the worst, though, in the meantime, and got a general. They are a 0230, which is alright, but we already have our Krovan kitchens. What a name. This avatar is derpy. I do know that. If you're gonna comment down below saying that this avatar looks derpy, I know. It looks a little derpy, okay? I have a sneaky suspicion that webcam tracking interacts funny with glasses. I have large, round glasses. And, well, sometimes when I tilt my head a little bit, it pretends that I'm closing my eyes. But I think it's even fitting a little bit because I'm sleepy a lot of times. And the avatar looking derpy really represents my mood quite well a lot of the times. So we're gonna keep it that way. We could do an agenda just for fun. Sure, why not? What do you want? Any country is at war with Orbitrol and... Okay, that's... Alright, we can improve relations with Magisterium. Why not? Laurent does not seem to be... Well, maybe. Maybe? They feel we are threatened by Gawed. And we did win the Lilac Wars together. Lilac Wars basically was a war that spanned almost the whole entire part of the world here. And in the end, Laurent and the Wex defeated a big nation that was here in the middle and broke it apart into tiny little pieces. So that nation doesn't exist anymore. Yeah. So the heated debates. Wait, what was that? The state needs the money. Oh, hey, get money, lose money. What a great chain of events. I love events. Events are great. Aren't events great? I love events. Arrow shear. Yeah, so Laurent is essentially... think of it as like a France equivalent. They are a nation that struggles with its vassals a lot. And they neighbor the Empire of Anbennar, and they can colonize, and they also make wine, and also they They also have this area, which is a halfling area, and halflings are, you know, half people. And halflings will rise up. They're kind of like a Dutch revolt in this game. So that's going to be exciting to see, I think. Also, another question that I would like to preempt is by saying that, no, I'm not going to put on any sort of voice for this character. So it's just going to be my voice, because my voice is already a staple of this channel. I don't need to change it. But I think it's nice to have something to look at alongside with the voice. Something that isn't my mug. Because quite generally speaking, my face, I don't like it. Anyway. Look at this, though. This is exciting. Laurent is almost willing to befriend us. If we get a diplomatic relations, that's close. A diplomatic reputation, I was gonna say. I guess I just made a mistake. Made a misspelling, please. Diplomatic reputation, okay? Reputation. Wasn't there a thing here that gives me... No. I must be mistaken then. So what did we get? We did not get diplomatic reputation. The search continues. If we had diplomatic reputation in person, we probably would have already had our deal by now. Because that would have been +5 reasons, and then just a little bit of, like, any relations improvement. I mean, we're just gonna get there eventually by improving relations. It's gonna be fine. Mess up my relations with Uyalere a little bit. I don't really care. Trade-wise, let's have a look at this area. So we have Damescrown. Our main competitors here are Bipek and, well, Damescrown. Also, there's Aramari Temple, which we have a trade dispute with. Alright, I should be embargoing my rivals, shouldn't I? I should also be allying Cornwall. Since we have improved relations with them enough, we can ally them. And we are also going to embargo the Damescrown. They're my rival. We're also going to embargo Uyalere, as they are also my rival. And we are not going to do anything with Bipek. They are allied with Gawed and they're supporting independence of various people. Gawed should probably be... If I was playing Gawed, I'd be supporting independence of Laurent's vassals. Because Laurent's vassals are quite big and not very loyal. Yeah. So, yeah, we're probably just gonna wait for this to happen naturally, I guess. It's a shame that we didn't get a diplomatic reputation advisor. I'd feel a little better if I was allied to Laurent already. But, I guess it's just not meant to be. Oh, secret societies and government. Oh, this is just a free stability. I'm gonna click this button and get myself a free stability. Sure, it's gonna give power to the guilds, but honestly, more power to the guilds is good. Construction cost gets produced. Halfling overpopulation. Vertesk, into North Flood Marshes. Good for them. Sure. We lose some development of our capital, but we gain a little bit here. Which is not necessarily bad. We can create a trading city. I don't want to do that. I want to hold on to this land myself. So, yeah. Also, there was something about me being limited to 20 provinces. Vassals transfer trade power to you, higher state governing cost. It's just higher state governing cost. I guess they changed it when they introduced state governing costs. And, like, yeah, governing capacity. Is a merchant republic, can place trade posts. Do we already have a trade post? Oh, I think we cannot have a trade post in, like, my actual, in like my actual node that I'm collecting in. I need to have land in other nodes to create trading posts there. Which is a shame, but it's whatever. Merchant Republic mechanics are a little unfamiliar to me because normally I never play as them. Quite frankly, base EU4 Merchant Republics are bad. You don't want to play a Merchant Republic normally in base EU4. Venice is, I mean, it's okay, but they're just really weak nations. If you want to have a fun game, play in Italy, play like Florence. If you want to have a fun game in Austria area, play Austria. If you want to just have fun in general, play anything that isn't Venice. Venice gets beaten up by Ottomans, Venice gets beaten up by Austria. Just don't. Oh, hey, we can ally Laurent. They would say yes to a trade league. No. I mean, I wish, but you need to keep an eye on this, by the way. The invite the trade league button. We could almost get Napes-Bay. I think we should try to get Napes-Bay. Let's improve relations with them a little bit. We don't need to improve relations with Laurent anymore. Who else could we get into trade league? We could almost get Gabmorion. I think we should improve relations and get Gabmorion. I reckon our trade league should be as big as possible. Since each member agrees to transfer trade power to the leader. And also we benefit from mutual protection. So if somebody attacks me, the subjects in the trade league are going to get involved as well. Which is pretty cool and poggers. I'm sorry if the blinking frustrates you, by the way. I don't know, I'm not sure what to do about it. Maybe I can improve tracking a little bit, but generally speaking, maybe I should just need to get better lighting in my room for this. Wait, hold on. I think I have an idea. Okay. Maybe this is better? Hopefully? I turned on some extra lights. Well, anyway. Again, well, actually, if you know a little bit more about this VTubing stuff than I do, please do tell me how exactly can this be improved. I mean, obviously, aside from get an actual rig instead of using a free rig someone posted on Twitter. I did message them about it, by the way. I will provide a link to their Twitter, just as a thank you to the person whom, well, did something that I don't know how to do. They said that they did it. They took it from a defunct fan-made game. So, combining that with the fact that this channel is A, small, and B, doesn't make money, I think it's fair to say that I'm in the clear. Also, why is my Bepis not moving with me? My freaking unbelievable. Unfreaking touchable. No, close that. Bepis. Bepis. It's now stuck. The Bepis, no! What did I do with the Bepis? Look, I can't do anything with it anymore. Okay, the Bepis is living its own life now. We have an election. Obviously, we're gonna keep this guy, which means we can now press the button of halfling citizenship. I am gonna move myself up a little bit, though. This chair. Can I, like... How do I... Beware of chair. Ah, well. It's too difficult. Halfling citizenship. The event halfling citizenship happens. Oh no, I'm still blinking weirdly. While the small folk have long had a presence in our city, the issue of whether or not to grant them citizenship has come to a head. While we'd gladly send the rabble to have a talk with our constabulary about acceptable behavior, perhaps we should extend some measure of respect. Or should we crack down and put them straight into dungeons? So we can throw them into dungeons, or get some tolerance and some tax and more tax. So that's... let's see. So getting a base tax here is a 63. And in High Harbor it's 56. So for 100 admin power, it's a good price. But we could also just get 50 admin power and get tolerance decrease of halflings. And we are oppressing halflings. Maybe we should not. Yeah. Yeah, we'll be coexisting with our halflings. I think this is fine. Halflings are okay. Halflings are people too, you know? Every 2 halflings is like a real person, so I think it's fine. We can also settle the flood marshes, which requires us to have some money and some development. So if we have development, we can develop it even more. Nice. High Harbor development at least 22. So we need to develop this twice. We're gonna do that. And that also requires it to have a little bit of money. And then for the flood marshes, we need to develop this once, because we had some events that improved it. And this we need to improve 3 times, which I am going to just do straight up. And then we just need money. Now I could get money by, you know, taking loans and stuff. But, oh, request to change into your train league. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for reminding me. I almost forgot. And we can get Pike Square and get innovativeness. That's very based. Alright, let's get some trade league stuff going and let's have a look. We don't need this diplomat down there anymore. Nobody would accept, but can we perhaps... oh, we can work on some people. Let's work on Gibert and Blueheart. Gibert is a pretty nice place. It's actually relatively large. It's 21 development, and we're also going to work on Blueheart just in case. Now, in theory, if we wanted to, we could probably declare war on Gawit for our course, and call in Lorraine and promise them some land. We could also alternatively just wait for the favors. They're still not relatively strong compared to us, or not as strong as they could be, I should say. So we're gonna let them have a go at it, I should say. The guilds. I don't know how long I'm gonna record for. Probably gonna make these longer. I reckon I'll pick a nice stopping point for a video at some point, but I'm also thinking that perhaps the convention of 20-minute videos that I've had earlier is a little too old and outdated. So I think I'm going to avoid it now, and I'm going to make longer videos. Because honestly, 20 minutes is kind of not in any good category. It's neither in the category of, hey, it's a long video and you should watch it, and it's not in the category of, hey, it's a short video, you should watch it. I think, oh, BPEC is claiming, yeah, there's a single incident, and that incident is about BPEC, which wants a province that's owned by XWES, so it's so insignificant that I'm not even gonna bother voting on it, honestly. Yep, I'm just not gonna care. Close. Oh man, this is a little unfortunate that it just does not matter in the slightest, but that's just how it is. Alright, so we are actually kind of close here. Size of Trade League is becoming a Chonk modifier, but it's still fine for now. I think it's fine to save up money as well. We don't need advisors that much. We also should be, yep, we are fine on our army force limit, which means we're not, so by developing these provinces a little bit, we have also eliminated the need to, or yeah, we've eliminated our need to pay for extra troops. Arparani, Crownsman, oh wait, that's a gold province. Oh wait, that's a gold province, hold up. I didn't recognize that it's a gold province. I don't think it starts as a gold... No, it starts as a gold province, but it doesn't continue as a gold province. Either way, yes, I want it. Put it in the treasury. Put it in the treasury. I want the gold. Okay, Giberd. I'm gonna invite Giberd to my trade league as soon as possible. I mean, we're probably still going to be able to invite one more person to it. It's like Blue Heart or someone. But maybe not. They're a little far. They're a little far. They are a free city, though, and it should help them, no? No. They don't care. My army strength, though, is pretty good for them, so for their liking. Don't need to develop anything anymore. I just don't really know what else to do right now other than... Well, maybe I can try to fix the Bepis. You know what? Let's try to do that. What happens if I, like, remove... Just remove all items. You know what? We're gonna remove items. I don't need items. I'm as good as it gets already. I don't need a chair. You know, maybe I have a stand-up desk. You don't know. Well, I mean, you do literally know, because some of you have seen it, but... Hey, we can expand the harbor, get some base tax there. For just 100 ducats, that's pretty good. So we need to wait until we can produce slaves in our capital province, which is going to happen at some point during colonialism, I believe. There's an event... or maybe there's just an event for Vertesk, who knows? Either way, we need to wait until we can get marketplaces, and then we can build the marketplaces. And we need to get traders as our ruling faction to get this. Estuary of Alen. That causes us to have mercantilism. Larger navy, huh? This requires us to have... the reward of this mission isn't that great. Honestly, I'm considering not even doing that mission. I mean, I kind of wanna. I like doing missions. Doing missions is like... What is it? What is it called? The unconditional response? You know, with dogs? It's like when you train your dog to do something. Yeah, the size of the trade league is becoming a bit of an issue. But we can probably fit in some more nations. We can probably fit in Esmarain if we improve relations with them. So let's do exactly that. We'll improve relations. Maybe we'll, the more the merrier, you know? Look at that chonky trade league. Ooh, 7. Ooh. They're probably embargoing people, aren't they? Well, they should be, right? They should be embargoing my rivals? Yes. Yeah, get wrecked, Dame's Crown. You can't have any drain in me. Okay. And this province is also a natural harbor. Yeah, we need this. Yeah, we need this. No one would help us. That's unfortunate. Laurent would help us if we promised him land. But, Cabot is a little strong right now. I'd say Laurent is currently more of a defensive ally. They're not particularly powerful yet. So what is this? Blacktown renovations. This requires us to have either just improve our tower or have some money and administrative power at least 100. So this requires to spend. We actually spend only 100 money. And get local great project upgrade cost minus 50% for 10 years. So that means if it's it is currently viewed as insignificant, so it's at level nothing. Yeah, republicanism. So if it's currently at level 0, that requires 1,000. So we need 300 for the mission. So essentially we can just continue saving up money, honestly. Probably for this first, so that I can get some more stuff. And then we can perhaps spy on more on our rival, like Dame's Crown. Get this mission done. It's not great, but it allows us to continue down here, which is where we want to go. That +1 diplomat is what I want. Eventually. Man, I forgot how to swallow. Oh, God. Sorry. Too hard. We improved relations to the max, so they're not coming. Are they a Moon Party member? You know, they would come, probably, if we were allies. So I'm gonna do a game remove, and let's see if that works. So I'm gonna ally this nation. It doesn't cost us anything, except for maybe like 1 diplo power. Yeah, it's gonna cost us 1 diplomatic power to try. And it's gonna be potentially pretty cool. So we're gonna ally them, and then they will say yes to joining the trade league because we're allied. Hello? Yeah. And then we're gonna break this alliance. Are they just gonna straight up leave the league? Is that what's gonna happen? Alright, we lose 2 diplomatic power. Dissolve. Obviously, that's a minus 50. And another minus 50. So now that they're neutral to us, are they just gonna leave? No, they're staying. Okay, so we can get Esmeralda in the same way then. Yeah, they're gonna wanna... they're gonna wanna join the trade league now. Well, I mean, sure. Yeah, come in. Yeah, come in. Oh my god, we already have 9 people in the trade league. Oh no. Oh, we lost Gibert. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we lost them because they're probably rival to Esmeralda, right? Yeah. Damn. So we can only have one or the other. That's unlucky. I should have checked it before allying them. Yeah, they're... Wait, but they're only rivaled... Yeah, they're rivaled by Gibert, but they're not rivaling Gibert. So we theoretically should be able to get Gibert back by allying Gibert. No, this is bog racing. What are you doing? Why are you not... Oh wait, that's Brennan. There. Ally? Oh my god! Okay, we're gonna get a Chonker trade league. Chonker league incoming. What is this? What is this? What's happening? I don't understand. Invite the trade league. Okay. And then we can break alliance with Gibert. I said, then we can break alliance with Gibert. Yeah, it's when I turn my face to the left and it starts wobbly. It starts being wobbly. But that's where my second monitor is, and I want to see what's happening on the second monitor. Alright, in theory, Anbennar is a nation that could be a part of our trade league. And I would actually like to have them as part of my trade league. They are a really, really strong nation. Even though they're just a free trade city. I was coughing again. This is wacky. Yeah, their neutral opinion, neutral attitude is going to go away when they become ally. That's going to be like a swing of plus 70 straight up. And then we get some opinion modifiers on them. We don't need to do that with Esmarain. Can we do it with Silvalar as well? Silvalar is rival to Blue Heart, though. They might leave then. Yeah, we don't want to do that. Is Anbennar rivaling... Or is rival? No, they're not. Okay, so we can do that. So we can do that thing with Anbennar. We just need to improve relations. It's a little wacky. Let's send a diplomat to improve relations with our allies. Does it count as our allies? Well, we need to improve relations with our allies either way, so... Look at that. Oh, look at that side. Look at that side of that trade league. That's a big league. Big leagues. We doing the big leagues, boys. Alright. Very poggers. It's very exciting. The South flood marches bandits. You know, that's exactly why what I talked about earlier with stuff is happening and I think it's funny. But normally I wouldn't have anyone to share with, so I just pretend to have friends, I guess, that I can talk to about this stuff. Oh my god, that sounds so bad. I do have friends, guys. It's just, you know, sometimes I feel like I can't, like, you can't talk to them sometimes, because, like, right now it's, what is it? Let me check the time. It's 6 in the morning, and I'm a nightly person, because I have work during the night. And they're asleep, and what am I supposed to do? At least this way, I have a lot of people, potentially, that can just watch the video and pretend that they're my friend, and they... and they're like, E4, and we can talk about it. And then sometimes it's... And also, this allows me to talk about it as it's happening. That's also why I like playing this game in multiplayer with other people, even though I'm not a big, like... I'm pretty bad at E4 multiplayer, let's be real. Pretty bad at EU4, full stop. Let's be real. You know, there's a lot of people who are really good, and I'm probably not one of them. Which is kind of a very, very cool statement that people make. It's like, oh yeah, I know that I know nothing, but like, seriously, I have 3 and something thousand hours and I haven't even done a world conquest yet. And my excuse is that it's too boring. I mean, it is, okay? I think that world conquests in this game are boring. All you do is just paint the map until it's no longer paintable. It's tedious. I don't want to do it. It requires you to like pay close attention to all of your armies and then like move them. It's not even that hard. Honestly, I'm sure people will tell you that people who actually did world conquests will tell you that it is not hard. It is just it just requires some, like, I don't know, dedication to it. Consistency, patience. Let's go with that. It requires patience because all you need to do is just declare war, move in and kill them, and peace them out and take their land, and then you know, cycle around yourself with peace treaties and like move armies to your provinces and whatnot, recruit more armies, invade more people. It's at a certain point when you start snowballing, it's just unstoppable. You become unstoppable, and it's quite the hard part. Actually, I'll take part of my statement back. Speedrunning world conquests is actually more difficult than just normal world conquest. Yeah, I will agree there. How do I not? Probably a good skill to learn. Something like that. Anyway, so yeah, speedrunning world conquests, that is difficult because it requires you to pay attention. But then again, you can also just do it if you have a lot of patience, because you can play at a lower speed, I guess. And then you have to manage your truces and coalitions better. But then, like, I don't know, you can play at lower speed. Play at lower speed, and then you then you can manage everything a lot easier. Yeah, basically, I like the attention span to do a world conquest. It's just boring. At some point, if you're snowballing, you realize that you could be doing anything else that would be more fun than this. And mindless world conquest isn't a thing that I'm really after very much. Either way, are we doing admin cost stuff? Probably going to continue until we can get admin cost stuff done, and then I'm gonna stop. And then I'm gonna stop. Hey, Renaissance has appeared in Vertesk. We can embrace it for 99. We can wait a little bit more. It's gonna spread in High Harbor very soon. And when it spreads in High Harbor, we'll be able to embrace it for a lot cheaper, and we're just not gonna take... Well, we can take these two. Obviously, they don't require Renaissance, but we can wait in this. We're missing out on some innovativeness, but that's honestly okay. That's gonna be insignificant in a bit. So that's gonna be here. I'm just gonna speed up a little bit. Oh hey, +3 stability. That's actually really important as a republic, to make sure that you get stability high. A lot more important than for monarchies, I feel, because as a republic, you will often run low in Republican tradition due to all the re-elections you do. And that means that your stability cost modifier is going to be pretty high, and you don't always want to drop like 200 points and just getting your stability up. As I said, we're going to take these two. And we're going to wait 2 more months. Oh, that's just... Now I'm kind of sad, because, well, we can erase this. That makes me a little less sad. And then get this technology. Which then allows me to get Demarian Longbowmen. So yeah, Demaria here, by the way, is kind of like Britain. Even if you play as a nation on this island, you even get Wooden Wall as your naval doctrine available. So, yeah, you literally are... And you get English Monarchy if you actually form the formable down over there. We're gonna get the admin points, yes. Can we get allies here? We actually can now. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna ally you, and then we're gonna invite you to a trade league, and then we're gonna break that alliance. And that's probably gonna be it for today. Well, for now at least. It's gonna be it for this video. I might record another video in the same vein, just so that I can have something to release later if you guys actually don't... If my subscriber count doesn't instantly drop to fucking 0 when people realize that I'm streaming in a VTuber avatar. Or if I don't get cancelled by the Toho people for using Chen from Toho. Trade League dispute with Moonhaven. What? What does that CB? Trade League dispute Casus Belli on Moonhaven. Oh, they embargoed one of our Trade League members. Ah, okay. They're embargoing Anben Coast. And then we can break this alliance, so that I don't forget. Desuren. There it is. There we go. Broke our alliance. Very epic, very based. Please don't leave my Trade League now. Okay, and now we can send both of these diplomats to work on allies. Alright, and I'm gonna stop it here. Thank you very much, guys, for watching this video, if in fact you did watch it to the end. If you're not asleep yet, if you put this video on to sleep, have a good sleep, and I hope you have beautiful dreams. And if you hated this video, please let me know that I should kill myself now, and I won't be angry at you, I promise. Anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.